if you show up at 5 months and 10 days, can we help? If you're a general contractor, maybe, right? We could file the lien and ask questions later. But if you're the subcontractor, no, we can't, because that doesn't allot for our 30 days to provide notice to the homeowner and then file it, right? So if you're a subcontractor, which means you didn't contract directly with the owner
Right.
of the house and you contracted with a general contractor and you haven't been paid, you have to be even more vigilant and you have to protect your rights even more so.
Wow. So that really is surprising to me because, and I just want to understand the relationship because this is a big surprise. So to me, my understanding is if you're the general contractor, you have the relationship with the client, and everybody you hire under you as a subcontractor, their relationships with you, period, end of story. But what you're saying is that in the case of the homeowner refusing to pay for whatever reason, the full amount owed to the general contractor reserves the right, presumably because they have a proper agreement with the subcontractor, to turn around and go, hey, I haven't collected my money, so I'm not paying you. And now that subcontractor has to turn around and go, I'm going directly to this, to the customer, to the homeowner. And you never probably contracted with them at all, other than maybe getting a text or an email as to where their address is. So now you've got to collect all that information, presumably from the GC, hoping that they're willing to share that with you in a timely manner. Collect all that information, get everything set up, find an attorney, so you really, if you're a subcontractor, what I'm hearing from you guys, and again, call a lawyer, don't wait too long. But if you're a general contractor, that 6 months seems to erode very quickly. So if you're not paid within the first 30 days, you probably should be thinking about, how do I get this lien? And if you're a subcontractor, even sooner, it sounds like. I mean, this is like immediate almost.
Yeah, I would say 6 months is more than enough time. I would say that for a general contractor, Aubrey said, 2-3 months in. Look, most people's payment terms are 30 days, right? So you don't really even know you're not paid for at least 30 days.
So now you're off by a month, but you're down to 5 months.
Yeah, but I think that if you're a subcontractor and it's been 90 days and you haven't been paid, you really got to get on it, because we need a month to send a letter, right? So if you come to us and you're kind of sitting on your rights and kind of just saying I'll deal with it later, you might miss your window altogether.
So it's shocking to me because I feel like there's a subcontractor, and Aubrey, maybe you can speak to this. Like, as a subcontractor, I would kind of expect that my contract is with the general contractor. I don't care which house I'm going to and who the homeowner is. I'm the window person, right? So I come in, I did my windows, GC, pay me. Oh, you didn't get paid? That's not my problem. Does that come back to an agreement that I should have had with my GC?
Correct. So, and I would say that your issue with the contractor not paying you is its own kind of separate lawsuit. So even if you get the mechanics lien, you can still bring a regular lawsuit. Even if you lost the right to bring the mechanics lien, you still have, breach of contract, breach of implied contract, unjust enrichment, these kinds of things you can still bring even if you're not able to get that lien. For a subcontractor, you really want to have an attorney look at your agreement, because there are things in there that waive your right to lien. And I've seen it in subcontractor agreements where they agree that they won't seek a lien on the property. I've seen terms where the contractor has agreed with the homeowner not to seek any type of lien, and they can do that on behalf of themselves and the subcontractors.
Wow.
And
so do you need to ask to see the GC agreement too?
I would ask the GC if they've signed any waiver of lien or anything to do with filing a lien on the property.